Okay, so right, a couple of weeks ago, my mum got these boots off Vinted, and they're really cool. I like them a lot, and she probably won't let me borrow them. And they're all leather, and they're only like 30 quid. And then she looked them up online, and brand new, I think they're a couple hundred, well, 150 quid.
Another reason I'm a bit jealous, okay, is me and my mum have big feet. We're like size 8s, so finding cool boots like this for a reasonable price is like finding gold.
And I have a pair of similar boots, but they are just not the same, and I want them to look like hers. So I thought I could like jazz them up a little bit. So that's the plan. Over the past few weeks, I've been collecting pretty tack to add onto these boots. So far we've got a belt, some flowery ribbon, some leafy ribbon, some green ribbon, some gold ribbon, a necklace, which I've got plans for, para earrings, because I don't have my ears pierced, so I can't actually wear them, gold string, a Santa Claus key, a beady necklace, foxy necklace, an eyeball my friend stole off the ceiling of a pub, and some necklaces or like pendants that I made out of my snake's shed. So I'm going to add all those on. These boots, where they've got like an elasticy bit at the back, and I have really skinny thighs, not thighs, where I have really skinny calves, they're just a bit baggy and they flop around a lot. So I'm thinking if I take this necklace, I can use like the little rings to make a corset kind of thing at the back.
I sewed on those little O's with the gold thread, and then after that I laced it up with the gold ribbon.
Look how cool it looks when it's laced. Look at that! I'm very happy with them so far.
I needed more gold ribbon for the other boot, but the only stuff I could find was a bit thick. So I measured it, chopped it, sewed it, let it burn, burn, burn.
I just realised the other piece of ribbon that I needed for the boots is hanging from my bedroom window in this birdhouse that I made.
Then laced both boots. I then at some point during this went to a Mumford & Sons concert, which was so good. The opener was this girl, Sierra Ferrell, who was fabulous. I really like her coat and she sang amazing. And then they were there, the actual Mumford & Sons. They had such a cool stage design thingy. And they did all the old good songs as well as their new songs, which were also really good. I'm getting emotional looking back at the clips. I had such a good time and it was such a good show. I can't even remember what Mumford & Sons song Calls for Flames, but it was really necessary at the time. Enough of that. Back to the boots. I took the beady necklace. I started draping that sort of where I wanted it. I just used a can of deodorant to poke a pin in. Sewed it on. It's not easy sewing through leather, might I add. I was using pliers for most of this. I positioned the belt, sewed it on.
Hello! So, here's where we're at. Chains are all done for this boot. I like it a lot. On this one I have the belt all in place, which I like. I need to punch a hole here so it like stays in place, the buckle. That was so much easier than the Defenders bag. I'm also going to add, where's my necklace gone? Oh my god. This necklace on, and I'm either going to sew it there or use the little loopy-doopy bits that are already there to hook it on. I'm liking it so far.
I then started adding on my snake shed pendants, and conveniently my snake was in blue at the time.
Okay, I have a feeling that the snake has shed. So there's a little piece of... Oh, you're mid-shed. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. She did it! Look, she's so shiny and new now. Ooh. This is what her shed looks like. Her little eyeballs. You can see her like nose pit. Oh, my nails are gross.
Added that shed to my skin drawer. Here's what it looked like. Ooh. Then I took the necklace from earlier and started making just little skinny chains with it.
I think it would be cool to, on the chainy bits, like the chunky chain, where's it gone? Add like the leafy ribbon going through it. I really wanted to make like chainmail out of these little rings and have it. However, I couldn't figure out. It makes me think though, like how did knights ever figure out how to make chainmail? Because they had books but no YouTube. And yet they managed it and I didn't. Is the key too much? Is that a bit tacky? I think with the state of this room I crossed the tacky bridge a long time ago. But I'm right. If I hide it behind all the other shit, I think I'll be right.
I sewed that on with some difficulty.
Fuck's sake. Look at them! Look at these mushrooms. Oh, Lana! Aren't they fantastic?
Onto the eyeball, I impaled it through this jump ring, and that makes me really uncomfortable to look at actually. And then hooked it onto the chain of the boots. When I walk through doorways, I don't have the best aim, and do you see the looseness? That is just giving room for issue, and I worry that I'm going to walk through and like rip it all off. So I think I'm going to go through and like sew on the loose bits so it's more taut. Hitting my nails. Okay, right. Here's the thing. The shoes are done. The boots, I mean.
And I think of all the things what you're doing. In my head I paint a picture. Since I've come on home, well, my body's been a mess. And I've missed your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. Won't you come on making a fool out of me. Why don't you come on over, Valerie? Ba-da-ba-da-ba. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba. Valerie. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba.